Well, good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday, 11 o'clock Central Time, and time for my weekly live. Every Tuesday, 11 Central Time. I live in Minot, North Dakota, and I love teaching stamping and tips and tricks on how to do it quicker, easier, maybe, yeah. Techniques and fun folds. Cards are my jam. That's my favorite thing to work on. So I got my laptop synced up already. Let's see. Yeah, good morning, Susan. Good morning. Okay, all right, we are ready. I've got the online exclusives flyers right here. They released a ton, and I mean lots of new online exclusives in July. And it kind of has a Christmas in July theme. So there's quite a few fall, Christmas, and everyday type products as well. So yeah, check them out. Now, if you're confused on what online exclusives are, basically it's only seen online. You can order them in any way you want, as far as online, at a local class, as a demonstrator. They're just only seen online and not in any publication. So that's what online exclusives mean. They're just seen online. Okay, I know it confuses some people. Say, oh, thought I had to order online. Nope, they're just seen online. Okay, the other special happening right now is bonus days, which are for every $50 you spend, you get a $5 coupon to redeem on an order in August. So great way and time to kind of shop and stock up. I've had people stock up on cardstock and a couple bundles that they wanted, some designer paper they wanted. So it's a good time to do that, where you can get something free in August. And when you're ordering, please use, this is a new host code. Please use that host code. There is my link to my store. And yeah, that is what's happening. Okay, let's get to prizes. So these were the cards that I'm giving away for the person who shared last video, and I believe they're on already. So Susan Burton, you won these cards. So I'll send them to you. Now these were one of my zinnia, flowering zinnia kits to go. So a couple of them are fun folds. So you'll get some good ideas when you get these cards. So congratulations, Susan. Thank you so much for sharing my video last week. Now the other person who won is Laura Summer. Now she won the, let's see, Inked Botanicals designer paper. So this is like a half pack of designer paper that she will receive. I have to message Laura and get her mailing address. So you're welcome, Susan. Thank you for watching and sharing. I really appreciate it, those that do. Now the prizes this time are a set of Pearl Basic Jewels. These retired in the last catalog. So we don't have a basic pearl. We have an iridescent pearl right now, but not this many in a package. At least I don't believe they are that many. Now the person who shares will be in the drawing for a set of these lavender cards. I believe this was a kit, in our kit collection. So these are the cards that somebody, some lucky person who shares this video will receive. So yeah, share away, comment away, and you'll be in the drawing for next week's prize patrol. All right, so let's get to the inventory status report. A little bit long today. These are the embellishments. We've got a few gems and dots and one ribbon. Then we have three designer papers. One is August. This one's the Lily Pond Lane, which I'm using some today. Should be back, like, that's today, right? The 15th, so it should be back, oh, it was yesterday. Pretty quickly, hopefully. They usually say the week of. When I have these dates on here, it usually means the week of, and every now and then it gets pushed back. So good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you're watching later on YouTube, because my videos are always posted on YouTube the following day. So yeah, welcome to all of you. So there's some dies. I think I have four sets of dies. Some are back already, but not a long date, another week. Then we have a couple embossing folders. This is a good month. So that fabulous dotted circle embossing folder is a month away. Couple punches and then the markers. Now there's a few other odds and ends that are not available. I think there's maybe a couple ink pads, a set of blends, or two. So yeah, it's not a complete list. It would be really long if I did a complete list. But demonstrators can see this online. You just have to go to ordering and then you'll see the inventory status report. So we get an update. And if you're not a demonstrator and you're placing an order, if you go onto my website, once you click on an item, it'll say either low inventory or out of stock, but it won't give you a date, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to show because I am kind of featuring in one of my projects this designer paper. Now, yes, it's out of stock right now, but should be back this week. But I have a bunch of great swaps. Now, I did not get the cute little bundle that has the dies that go with it. I mean, there are some amazing dies, but there is one card. Now, you don't need the bundle to make the cards per se. You can use, here's a fun fold, kind of a latch card. Pretty Peacock, Peach Pie, Granny Apple Green, Pretty in Pink, and even Soft Seafoam works with these designer papers. So that's not listed in my colors, but it does work, obviously. So isn't that a cute one? Just a little bit of, I mean, doesn't use anything. I guess that duck is from the die cuts, but you wouldn't have to have that there. You could fussy cut one too and pop it up, which is like that. Here is, oh, I have two of those. I did not even realize that. Isn't that funny? That is from Janice Waitman. I wonder why I have two. Showing two different swaps. And this one. This one obviously does not use any of the dies, just uses a greeting from another set and two pieces of designer paper from there in Pretty in Pink. So it's really cute, cute paper. It's one of my kits to go, so you can see that at flowerbugshop.com. That's where you can see my kit. I have a limited supply. I have ordered my products already, and I will be cutting them out this weekend or early next week to get them mailed out. So that's one of my kits to go. The other one features the Mediterranean Blooms paper, and that one is also really pretty. So you can get either the tutorial or the pre-cut kit that includes a bunch of product. So yeah, that's adorable paper. Okay, we are going to play with a bundle called Labeled with Love. Now, this bundle is special. I should have brought my catalog, where there is another option besides the punch that coordinates. You can get the dies that coordinate. I think this comes with a set of 3 dies. So you can do a lot of die cutting quickly. I prefer punches, so I bought the punch bundle. But yeah, I'll be sharing both of my cards use this bundle today. So it's really, really cute. Okay, so here are my pieces. And I did use, let's see, this is called Something Fancy Dies. I use these dies a lot. If you don't own them, it has a little extra piece that can cut a little ribbon notch in here. Here's another one you can put as an added feature. It cuts out a little tulip with leaves. But I use these 2 larger dies right here on this card. Right there. And this one. Oops. So those are the dies that I used here. And I have a little black magnet. I use the same container that they come in. Some people put them with a stamp set. But I don't think this has a stamp set anymore. So I just add a black thin magnet to the sticky, strong sticky tape that they have in your package. This way I have the name on the front and this goes on the inside. And then I can adhere my dies to that. I try and do that with most of my dies, but I don't always get to it, to be honest with you. Okay, so little sneak peek for some of my team members. This is, we have a team meeting this weekend on Saturday, and this is my swap card. So our swap theme was to make a thank you card without flowers. I think that was a great theme. So this is the card that I came up with. Very, very simple. I just love, sometimes I love the clean and simple white, mostly white cards with just that pops of color and especially a little bit of black. That's kind of my favorite. So I was making my my layers and I did adhere this together already. So we'll just do that. And now remember, the project sheets for today's video will be on my blog at flowerbug.net on Monday and Tuesday. That's when I tend to post my, sometimes it even goes into Wednesday if I have multiple projects. Hi everybody, welcome. You have the die set, Joni, or Joan? Yep. Some people prefer dies, and you can get a lot of dies cut quickly when you get 3 at a time. Okay, so I debated stamping under this. Do you think I should try it? I'm debating because I don't know. I'm gonna try it, then we can see which one we like better. Okay. Black Memento ink, and I definitely want it to be on the die cut. Okay, go stamp off before I clean. That keeps my chamois, my cleaner a lot cleaner. Oh, my cleaner. All right, so I have the thanks friend greeting right here, Black Memento, and I die cut out of the peach pie cardstock. I really like these colors together, the peach and this is Bubble Bath. This is not Pretty in Pink. I decided to stick with Bubble Bath. I don't know, just wanted something different. I was trying the marker colors on my butterfly, and I decided that I really liked the Bubble Bath pink on here. So this is going to be under my popped up butterfly. We'll see which one we like better. So I'm using a very light hand with my blends marker so the tip stays nice and sharp. And I just prefer the big tip for some reason instead of the bullet tip. I guess it's called a brush tip. Okay, and then we'll finish this. I did have to fussy cut this. There are no dies or punches that I know of that work with this butterfly. Okay, so we're going to, I was going to shake that off. Okay, change of plans, trying something new. I'll get my dimensionals here. And try and, gotta go up a little bit. Try and center that. It's a little taller than it is wide. Okay, this will go a little cattywampus, however you want to say it. I'm going to do my ribbon first. So here's the card again. So what I did here was I just used a glue dot to attach that. Now I'm going to turn it upside down because my bows end up correct with the tails down if I form my bow back upside down. I don't know why. So I'm going to pinch that because I like it. Now if you want to, you can tie a second knot and that keeps your bow a little straighter. Okay, then it won't be as crooked as that one. I keep wanting to straighten it and make it stay. Okay, so little bunny ears, one loop. Well, I don't know, this isn't bunny ears, this is just tying. So, because I started with a knot. Oh, it's still a little crooked. Drives me a little crazy. I want it to be perfect. Okay, make that mind a little bit. And then pull your ends. That's pretty good. Still not perfect, but it's pretty good. Now, grab your glue dots. This is kind of an easy way to do this. Oh, I have quite a bit of extra on here. And then just press your ribbon Let's tear that off, throw that away. Underneath, and then you're going to sneak that underneath so it looks like it's tied. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we're going to use, hopefully I have it here, yes, a little Wink of Stella because it adds just that extra little shimmer and shine that you'll never see on the camera, but you will in person. And I will do the outer wings here since they will show. And if you do it twice, you get even more shimmer, just saying. Okay. All right, we can use either a glue dot or a little line of glue down the center. Match that up somewhat. The nice thing about the glue is I can wiggle it into place until it's perfect. Ooh, yeah, I like that. Okay, a little bit of glue across the center. Isn't that a cute card? Such a cute tag. And then that'll just go on there. How easy is that? I am going to trim this just a little shorter. And on a textured surface, now this is the Dashing Designs embossing folder. It's really pretty, kind of an overall, not a soft texture, not that busy, I guess you'd say. And just add that, try and get it straight. And there we go. There's, oh, we have to have gems, and I forgot them. They're over there. I'm not gonna go get them because you know how to put rhinestones on there. But what do you think? Very simple, just an overall white, white with some pops of color. And that's what the Labeled with Love bundle. Well, actually I didn't even use this, the punch on this. Could have, but I like the layering effect of these Something Fancy dies. That's what I used here. Yep, Something Fancy. So those two right there. Okay, all right. Moving on to the next card. Now our next one is a fancy fold. I made a card similar to this in the past. Now I'm going to show you a few swap cards using this bundle. Here is kind of my inspiration for colors for my next card because I used this designer paper, and this is again the Lily Pond Lane paper right here. So a couple butterflies. And here's another one. Now here is this set right here. They stamped that in the green, not Summer Splash, Shy Shamrock. And then they added the flowers in the Petunia Pop. So I think that's really cute. And then here they used, this one you can do vertical for these two sayings, and you can do a couple horizontal sayings with the same outline and punch. And here's another fun fold card. Isn't that cute? I don't have names on these, but yeah, really cute cards using this bundle. Okay, all right, moving to my last card. So first I'm going to show you, I cased myself. Okay, do you ever case yourself? You store maybe a nice card that you made that you really like, you store it because you love it. And I have a whole box that between my swaps and my own cards from former projects and kits to go that I save for ideas. So this is actually one of the cards in my Mediterranean Blooms kit to go. So my Mediterranean Blooms card kit is all fun folds, and this is one of them. So I've made this fold before, but not with this that kind of sneaks in here. So I can't remember if I've made a card like this before, but I'm changing it up and using the Lily Pond Lane designer paper and this bundle. So here is the new card. So a little bit of pretty peacock and gold ribbon. There we go, it's a birthday card. Isn't that cute? Okay, let's get started. Now remember, the project sheet will be on my blog, florabug.net, very easy to remember. On Monday and Tuesday this following week. So let's see, that would be 6 days. The 22nd should be Monday, if I did my math right. Okay, all right, so there's quite a few pieces for this card. It's a lot, but it's still easy, just a lot of pieces. So the card base is a basic quarter of a sheet, okay, just a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And this is 11, and I believe I scored at 2 inches and 3 3/4 on both ends. So that's the center of the card. And let's get, my free paper is not staying. I've got a little bit of double-sided tape right about there. Okay. Let's get these scored. My arms or sweaters are probably grabbing them. And I like to do all sides when it's this much of a, this many score lines. I like to do both sides just so it folds as flat as possible. You can kind of see it does want to pop up quite a bit. Some more than others. Okay, so our first step is to add designer paper, and I have a different one than this card, to the outer edges. Okay. Okay, so a little bit of glue on both sides. And I believe I kept this just a little bit long so I would have more of an overedge than a short edge on the edges. And this is, I think, 1 inch wide. I kind of like the tone on tone. It makes it a little less busy when you do a tone on tone. And this is also the Lily Pond Lane designer paper. Okay, so now we add adhesive to this portion right here. And then we put that right in the center. And I like to keep it folded just so I can keep my edges even. And again, the liquid glue allows a little bit of slide, what I call sliding time. Let's make sure. Okay, all right. Now I'm gonna actually stamp everything exactly the same. So this is my inside, and we're going to do the Enjoy Your Day. I also have a You Are Loved, but I'm going to keep the Enjoy Your Day because I don't have a plan for this card, so we will assume it's not going to go to somebody I would say I love you to. Okay, so there's a few different presents in here and accessories. So my colors here are Peach Pie, Pretty in Pink, and a Little Pretty Peacock. So I'm going to start with the largest stamp first, and that's in Pretty in Pink. Okay, and then we'll do the little presents in the Peach Pie. Keep our colors somewhat coordinated. Then I'm going to get out, and I think besides the butterflies, this is the only thing I stamped in Pretty Peacock, is these little polka dots. There we go. Okay, that around. You know what? I'm going to change my tune and stamp the tag, the outline of the tag in Pretty Peacock, because the ribbon's on there and that paper. I think that'll work nice. Okay, stamp off and into my chamois. Okay, that's it for that. Then we'll do the Happy Birthday. There we go. In the peach. It's always interesting trying to get it straight and even when you're on a video and can't hang your head right over the piece here. Okay, so I'm gonna punch. So that's why I stamped over to the side, so I have a hold for getting my punch even and not having to work too hard at that. Okay, now the butterflies. So what I did was I stamped the outline in the butterfly in Pretty Peacock, and then the solid in Peach Pie, and now I'm going to do Pretty in Pink. However, I don't want it that bright. I want a soft look. So I'm going to stamp off, and it actually ends up being too soft. As you can see, it could be, I could leave it, but I ended up doing it twice, and I thought it was perfect. See, it's just not quite as dark as, say, the present. You see, it's just not quite as dark when you stamp off a little bit. Okay, all right, closing my ink pads because I think that's it. Let's see which one we like better here. Okay, it's easier to start to put the inside before you put all these layers on the flaps. Lesson learned when I was making these cards. Okay, could be a little bit wider, but anyway, the measurements will be on the project sheet on Monday or Tuesday. So, and I'm going to, I'll just finish fussy cutting this. I wanted to do most of it, but remind you all when you're fussy cutting to move your scissors and not your paper. And when you're putting something you fussy cut on something white, I especially like to leave a little bit of a white edge. If you prefer no white edge, that's fine too. It's definitely a personal preference as far as how much cardstock you leave when you fussy cut. Okay, so I'll move that up. These are our other two layers. And there's one. Love this gingham. Can't ever go wrong with gingham. Well, at least on paper. Okay. If you ever put those on and because of the sliding time, you'll come back and it's slid and like, oh no, it's off now. So yeah, sometimes it does slide when you don't want it to. So this will go right here. And I'm looking at my layers, making sure they're even here. And it has to fit in that fold too, right? So get that even. And then this one should fit so it covers that up. So it's kind of a surprise. So I kind of like that about this card fold. It's like, ooh, more layers, more surprises. Okay, there we go. Isn't that fun? It just sneaks right in there. Okay, we will add, well, first let's do some Wink of Stella. Get some glimmer, I should say. It's not glitter. Definitely more like glimmer. Shimmer, I should say shimmer. That's what it's like. Again, if you want extra, go over it a few times. Okay. All right. So I like to curl or bend. It might not stay that way, but at least it has a little bit of a lift if you do that. And I could use a mini glue dot, but I'm going to use my liquid glue. Just hold that in the center. Bend these wings up just a little bit. Very similar. I don't change my tune very easily, did I? On this card. Okay, there we go. Now for the greeting and the ribbon. So I like the way you can just do kind of a ribbon fold, or I think that's what that's called. You can either do it like that, or you can fold it like that, which is I think what I'm going to do. Okay, So usually I either use tape runner. That's a little bit off, so we'll bring it up a little more. And if I can, if it sticks, yeah, it did, I can use my tape runner. Now the other thing I do is instead of glue dots, I will just add, because this is all going to be covered by my greeting, and that will hold it down very well. Okay, now there are dimensionals back in. That was Seal Plus, by the way. I don't talk about our seal much. I really like the Seal Plus better than the seal, the regular seal, because it breaks into little lines instead of stretching the adhesive. It have little lines, so you can add tiny bits at a time if you want to, and it doesn't stretch. I guess that's why I like it, and it's a little bit stronger than the regular seal. The Seal Plus is. Okay, I guess we're going centered on this, and I didn't add any gems. There we go. What do you think? I kind of like the Pretty Peacock rim in that. They both work fine, but yeah, isn't that a cute card? So once again, it's just a little bit more paper than a normal card as far as layers go, but it's a really, really fun layout. So we have kind of over the top, and then we have pretty simple. This one needs rhinestones yet, but, and you can see the difference. This one I didn't stamp a butterfly under, and this one I did. So personal preference, I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on my swaps. I think I might do this because it looks a little empty, but I didn't want it to be busy. So I think I will do this version. Thank you. I'm glad you like the cards. So once again, these will be on my blog on Monday and Tuesday with measurements. So you can easily make these yourself using whatever product you have. And I think that's all I have for today. So if you're going to place an order, there's my link, and there is the host code for the rest of July. So anyway, thank you so much for joining me. A little bit shorter video than usual. We've been really busy at our house. We are, well, my mother-in-law passed away on July 5th, and my husband is executor, and he's been very stressed and had to go through probate. All this hullabaloo that is really stressing him out. Plus we're selling our rental house, and we got that ready, and we're back and forth with, we had one offer that was kind of low, but anyway, we're working on that, and then the usual just job busyness. So yeah, it's been kind of crazy. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next Tuesday for another video with more projects. All right, thanks so much. Take care. Bye-bye.